Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Nobody Asked My Opinion podcast. I'm your host Siobhan, where as usual, nobody asked my opinion, but I damn sure I'm going to give it anyway. Before I get started, guys, don't forget to hit that like, share, and subscribe. I appreciate you when you do. All right, guys, what am I talking about today? I'm talking about R. Kelly, Kells. Guys, I don't know if I'm sure everybody has seen the story that R. Kelly just did where he said that he was taken last week. He was taken out of the hospital. He went to the hospital for an overdose because the Bureau of Prison Officials, or like the guards, I guess, where he is currently incarcerated, tried to kill him or assassinate him. I don't like. So he was taken apparently to the hospital, Duke Hospital, in North Carolina, and then they discovered he had blood clots in his lungs, and he was supposed to get treated or have surgery to get that treated, because obviously that could be deadly if left untreated. And then the prison guard showed up and at gunpoint took him back out of the hospital. So he is back in jail, and they put him in solitary confinement. This is all like what his attorney was saying. I don't know, guys. This one, I got to admit, so of course the attorney, shockingly, the attorney said the only outcome for this is that Kells should be released immediately and that Trump should give him a full pardon, or at the very least allow him to have home confinement for the remainder of his sentence. He was sentenced to 30 years. I think he's already been in for what, like 5 years or something like that, 5-6 years. I don't know how to tell this to the attorney or to Kells, but Kells, bro, you ain't going nowhere. You is down. You're in there. The world has, first of all, where to even begin? This is like Harvey Weinstein saying, let me out because, XYZ. Kells, there's a big difference, when, and I know people are going to come for me and get in my comments and when I say it, but there's a big difference between what you did and what Diddy did, okay? No matter how bad some of the allegations, and they are bad, against Diddy, and what victims have alleged, I think we have to remember that these victims were adults. They were adults, Kells. Adults. Your victims were not adults. You were crossing state lines with other people's children all the time. And there's video of you, like, bruh, there's video of you. You married Aaliyah at 16. Like, bro, you are in there. You're Kells, get comfortable, sit down. I feel like he thought, like, he came up with this plan, like, this dramatic, theatrical plan that if I do this, people are going to care enough and want to get me out. Again, I think Kells is putting himself again in the same vein as kind of like, well, if Trump mentions pardoning Diddy, he should definitely mention pardoning me. Kells, that ain't going to happen. So he is now, not only did you, if you're alleging these things happen, but you alleged it happening at the same you had to go back to that prison. Now, if it is true, you really are unsafe. Like, if something happens, and the worst part is if something happened, Kells, I don't know if anybody is going to be sad about that. I mean, anybody who watched those documentaries, I mean, man, you ain't got nobody on your side. Not even your own daughter has, like, turned against you. You have, Kells, you are set. Dig in, bro. You ain't going anywhere. But so far as these charges, I'm looking, and the Bureau of Prison Officials just literally called this like a circus, basically saying, obviously this is all fake. Now his attorney is saying that's what they want you to think, and his life is in jeopardy because of the things he knows, and maybe. Now here's the only thing. What if I'm wrong? I could be wrong, right? What if he has some connection to another, like a bigger, because all these guys, again, I think he came up with this because he's just throwing a dart at the wall to see if, anybody feels bad enough to let him out of jail, right? And I think he's like, well, it's looking more and more like Diddy's going to walk or get a mistrial. So why can't he just roll the dice, see if it works, right? But what if I'm wrong, guys? What if Kells knows more, or again, it's looking more and more like this whole thing, all these people are connected, like everything that they're alleging. I did my episode about the iconic rapper that was showing up in Vegas, that is still unnamed, that we don't know. who was taking part in these freak-offs. Now, Diddy got accused of he got accused by a couple of underage victims. He did, but we don't know if there's any validity to those stories. Those stories have not, he's been accused, but we're not seeing any of the accuracy, like, of so far with Kells. So I don't know, guys, but what if now it's like the powers that be are just cleaning house? I have a hard time believing that they're doing it now. Like, that the timing is just a little too, I don't know, perfect. But what do you guys think? Am I wrong? Do you think Kells is getting out of jail? Because I don't. I think Kells is where he's going to be for the next, 20 something years. But, if these rumors are true, or if what he's alleging is true, that his attorney's saying that people are after him, they want him dead. Who are the people? It can't just be, he's saying that basically the Bureau of Prison officials hired another inmate to take him out and didn't overdose with his anti-anxiety meds. I feel like that's a lot of, you hear about people, disappearing in prison, being unalived. And I don't know if being unalive with, anxiety meds is on my list of how someone is going to get taken out. There's just a lot of, you know what I mean? It's just like, this feels like this is a story that was, I don't know, again, concocted. But maybe I'm wrong, guys. Maybe I'm wrong. Do you think Kells has a chance of getting out of jail? And do you actually believe that there was a whole conspiracy of prison guards out to take out Kells? Like, I don't know if I believe that. But I want to know what you guys think, yeah, because this one, I wasn't even, what's funny, guys? I wasn't even going to say anything because this just feels so out there and crazy at this point. But hey, this is the world we live in. That I was like, I may as well say something, because someone asked me about it this morning, and I'm like, damn, now I'm gonna have to do an episode, because you speak on it, it becomes true. So what if I'm wrong? I don't want to be the last person sitting to find out that any of this that Kells is alleging was in fact true. But I don't know. But what do you guys think? Do you think he has a chance of getting out of jail? Do you think this current story that he's telling, if there's any base of truth to it? And if so, who are the people that are coming for Kells? Who are the people that are coming for him? Those are my questions. But let me know. You guys get down in the comments. Don't forget to hit that like, share, and subscribe. And as usual, nobody asked for my opinion, but I damn sure I'm going to give it anyway. I appreciate you guys. Have a good one. Bye-bye.